So,
Are we live?
Yep.
Okay.
oh, okay. 5 gold you said, so, okay, yeah, because I just upgraded it to the, okay, so that puts me at 52.
I like the lo-fi intro though. That was nice.
That was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
My
it.
friend Shugi, who often joins us in the chat, made that for me.
Can we give
Nice.
Shugi a round of applause here? Can we?
Yes.
Hold on, everybody
Yeah,
sound.
get the golf clap.
All right,
Get
wait,
somebody
everyone,
get the golf clap.
Hold on.
Go.
There it is.
Everyone golf clap.
There it is.
There it is.
There
Thank
it
you,
is.
Shugi. That was wonderful.
Fucking arm.
Oh god, what is that?
Oh, God. Oh. Wait, why do
Oh
these not
wow,
like each
thank
other?
you for 1 bit. That's great.
Yeah.
Excuse
So
me.
that's there we go.
Just
Hi.
don't get me demonetized, please. Thank you.
I don't know what would have been clicked there, but that one's gonna get you.
Well, you almost spelled his name right, Zach.
See, I could listen to the lo-fi intro one more time because I wasn't really knowing what to listen for until halfway through it. I realized it was an intro, not my own music.
Yes, I linked it in our general, so you can
Oh, nice,
listen
yeah,
to
I'll
it
do
as many times as you want.
Awesome.
Use the Go Hard one. I didn't upload it to Streamlabs. Okay, let's get started with our recap. Actually, let's get started by turning the music on.
Does anyone have any exciting news from the past week to share?
Found our new coffee shop.
Ooh, nice. That's always a fun day.
Pretty cool. It was like felt like almost cartoony going in there. All the baristas had like a totally completely dramatically different aesthetic. It was like throwing me off.
Ooh, nice.
Like one might as well have been a circus clown. That's how fucking wild their aesthetics were.
Was it like in a good way, or was it more of like one of those?
No, it was great. They all looked great. Like one of them had like kind of like a bum hippie vibe. One of them had like your Colorado Rocky kind of trekker vibe. One of them had like some Scottish literally fucking wearing a kilt, and it was fucking sick. Like they all just had a really cool different vibe.
That is interesting.
I walked in there and it just throw me for. I felt like I was walking into a fucking movie scene or something.
Daniela and I went to a coffee shop that is also a bookshop, and we found this book that's filled.
RuneScape,
There
pretty
it is.
cringe.
There's the sound. And we found this book that's filled with pictures of bad taxidermy. It was awesome.
Oh wow, that's such
I
a
love-
specific kind of like building.
I love bad taxidermy. It makes me so happy.
The thing is like all taxidermy is bad if it's not great. You know what I mean? Because
very fine line.
a great
Yeah.
taxidermist is great. You're not gonna say a comment about it, but like someone who's pretty good taxidermy is not great. Great
No,
taxidermy.
it's not up Valley,
if
right?
the taxidermy is like pretty good, then it's bad. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Got a wonky eye, or the skin's not matching up normally. Or...
face looks like a human instead of the animal.
It's just like, oh yeah, that's a nightmare. Why do the spiders have human eyes? Is that you, Satan? No, it's me, a Mario.
He is a Mario. He's gonna murder you.
I mean, if anyone's gonna kill me, it's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon Mario. Looking to suck my
Mario's
soul
like
through my
Diablo.
asshole again. That's how he gets you, like a pool drain.
I've never had sleep paralysis, and I've been told by many people I don't want it.
Yeah.
I would have guessed by the definition, but like hearing so many people talk poorly on it has made me
Imagine
decide.
really dangerous things are about to happen to you, but you can't move out of the way.
That's called every dream I've ever had.
Then you might have sleep paralysis.
Well, it's not me. It's like just in a dream. It's like
Oh no, yeah, like you'll feel like you're awake.
yeah, I don't ever feel like I'm awake. It's just all my dreams are just terrifying.
Hell
I
yeah.
get that.
And then you wake up and your reality's terrifying. Then
No,
you go
my
to
reality
bed and
is
your
chill,
reality's-
actually. Yeah. Since I've been a teenager, life has been pretty chill. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I think when I was like in second grade, I saw like 3,000 of my countrymen die on national television, and nothing ever got better.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
definitely things have gone downhill since that day.
Yeah, I can't even pee in the streets anymore.
Wow, the way to contrast the death
Thanks,
of 3,000 men
thanks,
with
Ronald. Thanks, Ronald Reagan.
It was
Move to Seattle. You can do that up here.
oh, there you go.
I don't want to move to Seattle. I want to move to Seattle.
That's what they'll call it once you move there.
Once I move there, they'll call it Seattle.
Yeah, I'm still in the
recap.
middle of nowhere, so it's cool.
We're doing a recap. DM's like, we usually all get here. We just don't get here till.
He rolled a 5.
Zach
Whoever
got
five.
chosen for recap. I feel like
Really?
Zach is our rarest recapper.
I can't think of the last time he recapped.
Yeah, same.
It's probably because I take the most copious amount of notes here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Is that what it is?
The more prepared, the less you get chosen.
All right, Doctor Note Taker, go ahead and do that. Bring us in there.
Yeah,
Give us
let's
that
hear those
recap.
notes.
Movie trailer style.
So last session, we headed back to Varrock, and some nonsense that Dobson was not aware of happened in the mindscape of Urlock and Zephylos, with a certain slithery fellow. Once we got to
Oh.
Varrock,
Yeah, let's go. Or,
Oh.
yeah.
I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Took me a second. Took me a second.
It took me a long time, and I made it up.
once we got to Varrock Castle, Zephylos and Dermo had a bit of a mock trial in the Varrock Square. They got kind of roasted by Captain Roven, but defended themselves pretty well by using good politician speak.
Mm-hmm. That was fun. The skill challenge.
Yeah. And then they paid. We got paid. We got money. We got good money.
Yes.
And then we went shopping and got broke.
And I'm broken.
Shopping. I should write down the amount of money that you guys got in my notes so that I remember to give
It
you more
wasn't
the
in my
next time.
inventory long enough, but I think we had. It was 2,000 gold for the.
I think it was 100. No, it was 100 platinum.
I ended up with
Yeah.
250. Yeah, I ended up with 250 gold, enough to get a +1.
I'm writing that in my notes. So
Which
that
is
I
great
have that
because a
for reference
+1
next
for
time.
me is essentially a -1 still.
That was a very nice recap, but actually, it's called Varrock Palace, not Varrock Castle.
Okay, nerd.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is a palace. It's not a castle.
Actually.
Actually, I like to hear the K in there.
Actually,
Actually,
What's the difference between a castle and a palace?
I have no clue.
One has one has
I'm
fortifications.
guessing,
and the
yeah,
other
castle is, like walls, cannons, whatever.
yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure that Varrock Palace in the video game has like
palace-
cannons and stuff.
I don't think a palace necessarily has to have defenses, but a castle is meant to defend land.
But I think
Yeah.
Varrock Palace does have cannons.
What I'm saying is, I don't think a palace necessarily has to have defenses, whereas a castle is built to fortify. and defend an area.
Okay.
And
The term
usually-
palace comes from Rose Palatine Hill, where the rich and famous built their sumptuous homes in Roman
Yeah,
times.
palaces are like lavish homes for the wealthy. A king could live in a palace inside of a castle.
A palace will not be
Because-
fortified, it
A
says.
castle is like a fortified area. There's walls around the castle. You know what I mean? There's
Mhm.
whole villages inside that area where the castle is.
Mhm.
Guarantee you. Like
Did
a lot
any-
of the palaces in England that were built in like the 1200s were built as like diplomatic kind of let princes and kings from all over kind of come over.
Did anyone have any other shopping left to do? Otherwise, we will do something else. Actually, I think we had Zach, not Zach, Dobson was looking for some items, and I think I said that he spent 3 days doing that. Is that what I said?
Yeah, but
I
we
think it was 3
resolved
days.
that.
Yes. So, but I don't think everyone had a chance to do 3 days worth of downtime.
Fair.
I think we did 1. So, can everybody else tell me what if you want to do 2 days worth of downtime of something, and then let's do that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
At least you guys can obviously stay longer if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd like to spend my 2 days carousing in Varrock.
What does that mean?
Socializing, making connections, figuring out people.
Do I look up the Xanathar stuff for that? Let's see.
It is in it. If you
Yeah.
want to.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the word carousing in this book and literally nowhere else ever. There it is. Carousing.
2 days isn't like a significant amount of time, but it would at least tell me like where the important people socialize.
Carousing is a default downtime activity for many characters between adventurers who doesn't want to relax with a few drinks and a group of friends at a time.
Yeah, hanging out, bullshitting in the tavern. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you want to carouse with lower, middle, or upper class
Yeah,
folk?
I want to look for the middle class folk.
Okay,
I want to see some blue collar people.
for 2 days, that's gonna be 20 gold pieces spent on food and drink and entry to fancy middle class places.
Hell yeah, let me tell you something right now, bud. I don't have that much gold.
You don't have 20 GP?
He blew it all.
First
Oh,
off,
you
I'm
blew it
gonna
all.
I'm gonna need you to drop some of the judgment from your
Blew
tone.
it all at the sand casino, didn't
I'm gonna
you?
need you to drop a little bit of the judgment from your tone, because what happened was Urluk has a -2 to any strength attacks, and he's
Well,
got
then
his
maybe
trusty
you
toe patch,
should-
and he turned into a +1, so now it's only a
Then maybe
-1
you
to
should have
strength
taken
attack.
Sacred Flame or Shocking Grasp or something.
Maybe that would have made sense, and I have Sacred Flame, I just don't use it because it's my trusty toe patch.
It sounds like a you problem.
No, it sounds like an Urluk problem. I'm totally okay with the cards I've drawn here.
Yep. Okay. Well, you can't afford to carouse with the middle class
No,
for 2
yeah.
days.
Circle back to me then. Give me a second. I'll think of what I want to do with 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Danny and August?
We talked about it after session, but yeah, I upgrade my gear, and I actually get a custom staff created that will have a very, very pretty adornment.
Okay. I'd say you could still have 1 more day, given those things that you told me about.
Okay. Let me think on it for just a minute.
Yeah, okay. Dan?
I would like to do religious service.
Oh boy.
Hey, nice.
I think it's time to praise Zeros.
You're religious?
I am subscribed to the
Hey, you know what, DM? I hear the suggestion. Urlok thinks he's gonna be grateful for getting out of the swamp too. I'm gonna spend 2 days worshiping with Zephalos here. We're gonna go give thanks to Zeros for our lives.
Okay.
I have an idea, GM. And if it's too much of a mini heist where it'd actually be a thing and not a downtime, then don't worry about it. We'll do something else. But
Okay.
using the power of invisibility and the blessing of the trickster,
Nice.
can we sneak into the Varrock Royal Museum and steal
boy.
some mundane artifacts of Zeros?
Urlok would
so we can
totally never do that with you because he's trying to repatriate artifacts for Zeros. Unless your intent is to steal them for Zeros.
Well, to make a shrine for him, like a proper one, instead of just like a pretty thing on display, you know?
No, he thinks that this is a better place for artifacts of Zeros. In fact, he tries to find artifacts to bring to places like this so they can be visited by people all over and appreciated. Urluk would suggest the idea of giving thanks to Zeros was a good idea, and that if we want to make a shrine, we can just make a shrine without desecrating holy artifacts from the past, you know. let them stay in the museums where they're preserved and watched over and honored. A shrine might be, I don't know, something might happen to it.
Right. Zephylos disagrees. He thinks they're just being like ogled at more than being respected.
Mm-hmm.
They're more of trophies of conquest rather than respecting an ancient civilization. In his
where
opinion.
would they go? Where would they go, Zephylos?
We'd have to make a place for them. Right.
We would make a place more official than a museum inside of a capital city of man.
Well, first and foremost, our place would be more dedicated to Zaros than this place.
And what place would that be?
A place we make.
So we're gonna make a place after stealing artifacts. Urluk's just like, why don't we make the place and then we'll have a place for them, and then we can come back to the stealing artifacts from the capital city of Misthalin.
Sure, we can make a place.
Not that I don't think we could do it, because I'm here with you, Zephylos. We could probably do it. It's just, do we want that kind of flack, and where are we taking them right now? Nowhere. We don't have a place.
Okay, then Plan A. Let's make a place. Let's make an actual
Plan A.
church.
Make a place for Zeros to be worshipped.
Well, how many days away is?
How about better than that? We take a place that is being used by people that aren't Zerosian. We don't have to make anything. We just have a place that's already being used for worship, and now it's Zeros's.
Well,
that's what Urluk would suggest. We should just find a place in these 2 days to start making worship.
Well, I was going to ask, how many days away is the dig site?
Oh, that's way more than 3 days.
Where's
the Zamarok wine spawn? That's near Faldor, right?
the Sammy wine spawn?
I was saying, we need to find a spot like that. That's like a Zamarok monastery that we can just take over. You know what I mean?
The dig site, which you may or may not even know exists, is
Urluk could be excited about finding out.
1 day away.
Okay, possible.
Yeah. Well, because Zephylos would know, because the whole reason he was in the desert and found out about Zaros is because his penance to the Wizard Tower was helping out with excavations. So he's been to Zerosian sites in the desert.
Okay.
Is how I justify him knowing of it,
Right. I'll say Urluk was trying to find artifacts to bring back to the museum and make logs of the things he found, which is what he was saying when Dobson was talking about making a bestiary, right? Is that we're both kind of scholars, but in different ways. You're looking for living things, I'm looking for artifacts, like material culture. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm down for making a shrine to Zeros. I don't want to start a criminal path at my age with a kingdom. I'm sure there's enough going on, and we're doing favors for this king right now. So he seems to be paying us pretty well. I'm trying to mess that up by stealing a bunch of artifacts from a museum with low-level magic. But I'm sure there's high-level scrying, the capital city. You know what I mean? There's probably a bunch of really good scrying that we don't see.
Dude, can you imagine if we've been being followed this whole time?
I literally
by a vampire.
So.
Wait a minute, that already happened.
Yeah, that happened already. We already know we're being followed by things that aren't powerful, crazy powerful.
All right. Well, how about this?
There's got to be other artifacts.
Can Zephylos do research into seeing if there's any Zamarokian happenings in Varrock? Because out of character, I know the answer is yes, but he doesn't know that, right? So can you do research to try to bridge in that gap?
Yes, he could do research in that topic. Research
costs 50 gold. Son of a bitch.
Costs. That is for most of the stuff is balanced around spending a week too. So. Let's see.
I think Urluk, we have to do baby steps before we can even make a place, and before we can even take artifacts to make our shrine. I think we have to go even further back. I think we have to make money. Is there a downtime of just getting a 9 to 5?
You want to get a job?
Oh yeah, you can get a crappy job.
Yeah, I would rather pit fight than get a job though. You want a pit fight? Let's both pit fight. We have better odds pit fighting together. I think our money is slightly worse, but our odds of winning is better. So we'll have a better chance of making money, but it'll be less money.
Sure. Is there a place that we can do pit fighting, GM?
You're
There are
probably gonna have
city.
to ask
There are
around the
I was gonna say, it
crappy
might
parts
take-
of
it might
town
take-
if I
Yeah,
find that
it
out.
might take about a half day to figure out where the guilds train.
All right, wait.
Right.
GM, I have an idea. Let's
Yeah.
carouse with the poor people.
No,
there you
I wanna.
go.
And we can use
Yeah.
our connections from successful carousing to find a pit
Would-
fighting place.
Would any bartender not know where people spar around here? They probably want it to not be in their bar. They're like, take it to anywhere else. But where do they take it to? Where do they take it spars at night and fighting? And like, there's got to be a fight area. Underground or legal for training, mercenaries and troops, whoever. Like, literally on post. When we lived on post, we would just fucking go somewhere and spar if we wanted to. Oftentimes the gym or the grass if we were hammered. But there was a spot where people who were trained to fight fought. He's doing some looking.
Totally not very quickly looking for a map that I can use. That's what
Right,
you're
it's
thinking
in-
about.
It's in like some crazy lady's basement, and she's taking.
Probably.
Yeah,
She's taking a cut.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so
Fucking-
guys, we have a road. We're going to carouse to find a place to make money.
Yeah.
Once we have money, we're going to research Zamorakian influence in Misthalin. Then we're going to fight the Zamorakians,
I'm here. For
liberating them of their property. And then we're going to
it.
collect Zerosian artifacts and make a cathedral to Zeros in the capital city.
I am here for every step of that, as long as I don't get it. I'm lawful good, so I'm trying to be, right? My alignment is Zerosian, so as long as it's lawfully good for Zeros, that's the way he looks at it. But he is pretty critical of how Zeros would perceive things we do, so he doesn't want to like steal things that are safely being guarded, Whether you consider them respected or not, Urluk would say the kingdom is spending time, money, and manpower to guard these items in a building in their capital city. That's a lot of reverence in Urluk's opinion.
Dermo stays the fuck away from that. That is asking for trouble, so he's gonna stay at the salon getting his hair groomed, or the what we agreed, like the dog show. Whatever
Watch the
pet,
dogs
like a
fight,
stable.
and then we can all watch us fight.
Yeah, we were at a stable, so if you guys let me know you guys are gonna fight, I'd go to watch, but I would not be in there.
Be in there. He says.
I ain't getting up in there. I'm gonna watch from a safe distance, just like my sex life.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I found a good map for
Watch
this.
from a safe distance. It took me a second on that one, bud.
It was a good one, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
That might have been one of his better jokes. I'm not gonna lie. Was not expecting that, August.
Downloading a map.
What happened to the reward? I don't see the Imagine Playing RuneScape reward. I'm looking for it now.
Really?
Yeah, it's not
It's
here.
like the second row.
Yeah, it's the-
Imagine. Yep, there it is on the right. Got it. Yep. Okay.
Where the heck is the button that I upload the map? Oh, here.
Imagine playing RuneScape, pretty cringe.
That's great. And then the echo from somebody's
What's the-
Discord.
Was the reverb bad on the first one? I don't think you showed me the reverb.
Did I even? Oh, here it is.
You sent me the non-reverbed Imagine Playing RuneScape, right? That's the one you DM'd me.
I don't remember.
I'm looking now.
I think this is the non-reverb one. Let me do it again.
No, the
Imagine
first
playing
one, yeah, there's a lot of
RuneScape, pretty
reverb.
cringe.
Okay, yeah, you sent me.
Yeah,
the
this is the non-reverb one.
yeah, okay.
Okay, just gotta scale this map, and then I'll have it ready for when we need it, and then we can get into it. Give me like
DM
20 seconds here.
When he's got this map pulled up and we all change our minds on what we want to do.
Right?
DM experience.
Oh, I'd be so sad.
Nah, man, we're committed to this. What were we doing?
Dude, I don't know.
Right?
Grid size 50? I don't know.
Grandma's fight pit.
Grid size. What is 768 divisible by?
Lots of numbers.
Not 30.
768. You
32? It's divisible by 32. Okay.
said 768. Is that the
So
number?
is the grid size 32 pixels? It must be greater than 50. Okay, 64 then.
Oh, you need the mod that it makes it so it doesn't matter how many pixels your grid is. You can just set it how you need.
Oh, no, I got it. It was 64. Yeah, it was definitely 64. Okay. All right, so first, you must carouse to find if there's any kind of like fighting arena within the city. It would definitely be like an illegal thing, probably, or at least like kind of an ignored by the law sort of thing.
So are we getting in like we're getting 2 days starting in the morning, or 2 days starting on a night, getting a full day, and then like a half day the third day? Like how's the
What?
break?
You have 2 days. What?
2 days starting on a fresh day.
Yes,
So
2
all our
days.
stuff's refreshed. Okay.
2 days.
Probably no one's gonna be drinking like in the day, like morning time is the thing. So we're not gonna be able to like go. It's probably gonna be low odds of finding someone carousing.
Okay,
in the morning time.
carousing.
There's always day drinkers, especially if we're going to the poor area. Like,
You think the day drinkers are gonna be the
Lower
night fighters?
class carousing is going to be 2 GP per day.
I can carouse for
you're
a
killing
day.
me, GM.
Yeah, I can carouse for a day at tops.
And I need somebody to make a persuasion check.
I can do that.
I will help you because I'm not very persuasive. I'm kind of persuasive.
You can help, but you also have to pay the 2 GP.
That's
per
fine.
day.
I'm paying the 2 GP, and as we start popping off to talk to somebody, I am going to give him a guidance. Just hope that he has a good initiation with whoever he talks to in the minute that he starts talking to somebody.
I'm not going to do that.
No, you're not with us.
Dan, you got the roll?
I'm waiting for my foundry to load up.
This is probably around the time that I'm getting a haircut and being brushed like a little pony.
We see them like beating the shit out of people with their bare fists, and then it just camera cuts over to Dermo. He's like, getting my nails filed.
I specifically paid for a a farrier to take care of my coat and to make me look pretty again.
You
Get all
paid
the-
somebody that like trims cow hooves.
Did you add your guidance? Does he get a guidance DM for me throwing out on him before he went to talk?
No, because it takes longer than 1
All right.
minute.
Well, I put it on him just in case.
20. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so the problem is that this is only 1 day, and this table is for
Oh, like a week, I think, right?
a week. So, okay, but a 20 is high enough that I'm just gonna like adjust the result down, and then
Well, they pay
yeah.
the big bucks.
So, you ask around, do some people some favors, buy a couple of people some drinks or food or whatever, and you do indeed find, hear some whispers of a basement sort of fight club, where people can bet coin on different manner of hand-to-hand combat. It is located in the south part of the city. You now have an idea of where that is, and that you have to knock on the door, and then they'll ask, who are you? And then you're supposed to answer that your name is Blazing Fists, and then they'll let you in.
Dumb, but okay, I'll say it.
If you don't say it unironically, they don't let you in.
If you don't say it unironic, okay, well, Zephylos, you're gonna have to make that check. Because they'll get me with a quick insight. I'm a trickery cleric. I'm not that good.
So you are not sure exactly like how much money passes through there, or if they allow weapons or magic. You're not sure.
We're getting loose details here on a fight area.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, Zephylos could probably take someone in a fist fight.
Could he?
Or a
though?
knife fight. A knife fight, at the very least.
I'm a
knife
frail
fight,
old
yes.
man. If I can't
Not a
use
fist
magic,
fight so much. You do like 1 damage.
Actually, I heal people, GM, when I punch people.
Yeah, you heal 1 HP when you punch.
It's actually kind of OP, GM.
Hmm.
DM, did we get a long rest? Did I miss
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Change my spell. I'm keeping sending. I'd like to send a message to Vandross this morning, actually, too. If possible.
You can send a message to Vanstrom.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'd like to send a message to Vanos Gaming.
Vanos. No, to
What's that?
the vampire we were fighting, that guy.
Yeah.
Vanstrom, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
I got it.
Yeah. I wanna ask him if he's still running. We're looking.
He doesn't reply to your sending.
Okay, I'll just ask him if he's still running because we're still looking for him. And that's it. But yeah, then we'll start all this for the day. But I do want to start my day with a nice little message to my buddy. We're building a friendship. To be fair, I asked earlier to the party, and I didn't hear anybody say no. Don't taunt the bad guy.
So, after the 1 day is over, you have your idea of where to go. If you are looking for this, this fighting place.
Yeah, we can go there. I recommend, like, I'm not going to be wearing my, like gray wizard robes. I'll be, like,
Oh,
wearing,
no.
like, commoner, like, outfits, like, you know, like running slacks and a tunic. Probably look completely different.
Oh, there is rules for pit fighting in here.
There is.
I was hoping this would be in here.
Erlos got his stockings with the leg warmers on. He's ready to go.
Character makes different checks. Okay. If desired, the character replace them with attack roll with one of their weapons. DC for the checks is blah blah blah. Is this for 1 week? Yeah, this is for 1 week. This isn't bad money if you can get reliable successes. But the DCs for the checks varies quite a lot.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a high element of randomness to this.
Yeah, but it's consistently decent money. With
Do you
us
have to
both doing
pay to enter? You can't lose money?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're both
You can't
doing
lose money doing this?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
The complications are pretty nasty, though.
yeah, you can get
Oh,
complicated.
wait, yeah, let me see.
It's a 10% chance
10%.
of
Oh,
doing.
that's pretty high. Okay, an opponent starts a crime boss offers to pay you to lose.
I'd be cool with that. I don't have to fight and I make money.
Interesting. You're accused of cheating.
No one would believe 100-year-old.
Those are cool. Okay, so for this one, I think I am gonna actually make you guys do it for a week.
Nice.
Cause
We'll put 2 days into it then now, and then
yeah.
when we come back, we can put more time into it. We're not running back to the swamp right now, right? We're dicking around here for a little while.
You can stay here as long as you want.
You guys want to stay in Varrock for a week and just recover from the swamp, get some sunshine? Urlach wouldn't be against it. He did come from a fucking desert, so.
Sure.
I think if we do stay a week, we can't let this be a slippery slope. We're gone after that. No extend these past the
Until
week.
you win 200 GP.
Or look, we'll say we feel it out. We'll ask the party.
Yeah, well, let's get their feedback before we commit to it.
Maybe Zaros wants us to train like this for a couple of weeks, and he wouldn't be against. He's not gonna put a hard limit on it.
So at the
It's just the ancient Roman Empire, and they love gladiator pits, so this is kind of cultural to us, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not gonna say we're gone after 1 week. He's just gonna feel it out, but he's definitely down for a week.
So you all have the opportunity to reconvene at the end of the day after you've found your lead
Yeah.
at the inn that you're staying, the Blue Moon.
What was our lead's name?
Blazing Fist.
No.
That's why you have to say your name, right?
Uh-huh.
That's why he could say it on our. We get to the door and we're like, I am the Blazing Fist. Like, this fucking guy again. Stop inviting people. Tell this guy to stop inviting people.
He said his name was Black-Eyed Fred.
Did he have black eyes?
He had like a bruise on his face.
Was it on his eye?
It was near his eye.
Was his name really Fred?
He just said that he was Black-Eyed Fred.
Could I have asked him if his name was really Fred?
He said yes.
I asked him why they call him Black Eye Fred.
And he was like, well,
Or is he a black guy and I'm just saying it too fast?
He's like, well, I have a tendency to not protect my face when I'm going for the KO.
I'll ask him why. So the face is important for protecting the face.
So I can get the finisher.
So I've never had an issue landing a finisher and covering my face. I have 2 extra limbs than him.
Well, your face is way up there.
And I have 2 extra limbs. But yeah, I'm just gonna act unimpressed. I'm gonna say you should try covering your face and landing a finisher. It'll feel really rewarding when you finally do. Watch us fight him tonight, and we know he doesn't know how to cover his face.
Please, for the love of God, do the callback.
So good. Oh, it's Black Eye Frank.
Fred.
Yeah, he's not even black, so the whole name's bad.
That's a power play. Yo, it's Blue Arm Greg.
That's his fighting partner. Black-eyed Fred and Blue Arm. Now we're getting into like, isn't there an actual gang, or is it Black Arm gang? Is what it is.
Yeah, it's a Black Arm game.
Phoenix and the Black Arm, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the right city for it, so.
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys doing while we're hit fighting?
Can we do another cut back to Dermo getting pet and Taylor?
Yeah. So you
Play
go back to
Level 5
Dermo, and he's like getting a foot scrub.
Oh yeah, in
Play the
between all
lo-fi,
of
and we'll do the Dermo stuff to the lo-fi.
yeah, Dermo getting paid.
We have, like,
That would be funny.
Our music versus his music would be good.
Hey, you guys are like ding ding, like oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. You have like the soothing, relaxing music going while you get pissed.
Like a spa.
It's so good.
No, I spent a lot of money getting this bath, so I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think we're all gonna enjoy it when you get back and you don't smell like swamp tar and whatever was growing on your back.
Bob's entrails, apparently.
Those have been dry for a minute.
Hey, every time they get wet, they fumigate a little bit.
Hate that you just used the word fumigate like that. Hate that more than anything you just said.
Oh, also, is there any like foot armor I could get? I'm not like they have just regular feeties, so like would I be allowed to wear boots? But my character technically a centaur, right? Like in the
Minotaur. You're a Minotaur.
I don't remember.
Minotaur.
Yeah, they have hooves.
so
You
I'm
probably don't really
considering
need
that.
shoes. In
Like, it
fact,
doesn't
you
provide me
probably
with-
prefer to not wear shoes.
No, I do. That's what I'm asking. Like, there's any, like, like spiked manacles, like something that I could wear that are
Oh, you're
defensive
talking
but
about
are
spiky ankle bracelet.
some like footwear that would be beneficial that isn't covering.
Mechanically, no.
Okay.
Flavor-wise, sure. You can
No, that's fine. If it's not like
anything you want.
actually, I'm min-maxing this bitch.
Min-maxing, get those boots of flying, but like cut through the soles so you can still use your hooves.
Yeah. Well, I think I have feet, but still, yeah.
Actually, wait, do they have feet?
I think Erits have
Let's
feet.
see. Okay, Google, tell me, do Eret have feet?
Gobi.
They have feet. They have toes.
Yeah.
They have toes. Look at this.
Eric
Look at
Toes
his feet.
OnlyFans.
Can I
Yeah.
can I spend this weekend getting my OnlyFans set up and making sure that it goes to the right PayPal
I
account?
mean,
Mhm.
just because you have toes doesn't mean, like...
Those are tiny feet to hold up that kind of weight, though. I mean, that's like really imbalanced.
Go look at a picture of LeBron James's feet. He's got toes, but they ain't doing anything.
Are they tiny?
They don't even... They're... Go look and see for yourself. Man's got
All right.
toes. but they
Now
ain't
my
doing
fucking
anything.
Google searches.
You know, I need to post a picture of his
Go on
feet.
that website that has a picture of every celebrity's feet.
What's happening there? What happened?
That's what I'm saying, man. He's got toes, but they just ain't toeing.
I ain't looking that up.
Why do they look like that?
DM, can we stream LeBron's James toe?
No.
Look at-
Absolutely not.
Let's get a picture of LeJon.
The discussion
Brames'
is more
feet
than
up
enough.
here. LeJon Brames.
LeBron James, the famous multiversus character.
LeBron James is actually French for the brown jeans. People don't know that.
DM, I'm suffering.
A lot of people don't know that.
So you convene at the Blue Moon Inn
Mhm.
to discuss how long you want to stay in the city.
The blue jean in.
Yeah, I'll ask Dobson. I'll ask. So, what have you been up to during the last couple of days?
So is this day 2 or 3?
This is the start, or this is the
And
end of day
Two?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, so you're
Oh.
still searching.
Yeah. So I'm looking for something. Not having much luck though.
What are you looking for?
Magical items.
Anything in particular?
That's a good question. Yeah, a pearl of power or slippers of spider climb and something like that.
Fair. Well, the reason why I ask is I still have leftover money from the payout. However, it seems like a lot of my longer term goals are a little ambitious when it comes to funds. Erlock and I did some research, and we found that though albeit a little bit shunned upon by society,
What did
There-
we do? Just cuts it. What? It's old man style. What did we do? Research.
we did some
Oh,
research.
Yes. The fighting.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That
Did you
research.
tell him about the research?
I am in the process, Erlock.
Very good. Oh,
But yeah, so we evidently did some research, and we came across that there are some rather shunned underground fight clubs of sort. And the thing is, we were looking into it, but it seems to have a rather promising pay schedule if you're successful, from what we've heard, at least from the rumors. We want to try it out for ourselves, but we
tell
find
them
that
about the pay. Defilos, the pay.
pay could be very good, but
Could be very good, Dermo.
this is Dobson.
I know.
Luck, I pray for you.
I know. I'm having so much fun with this player character. If you kill him, then I'll be upset. I'm bringing Morlock in if he
Oh
dies.
no, you get a complication from the fighting. You just
Fuck
die.
yeah.
That does complicate things,
Have
No
Gio.
you
death
seen-
saves. You just die.
Have you seen my brother Erlock? I am Furlock. Same tribe, same religion, same everything. My quirks are a little different.
Yes, I like to smoke Fellstock instead of Haralander.
And I'm gassy. So sleepy. Every time you kill a PC, his quirks get worse until you stop killing my PCs.
Oh god. When have I even killed one of you? Has anyone
No.
even died yet?
No.
Nobody's even died yet.
Zephylos has got a pretty good track record for bullying PCs off the campaign. No one died
No
yet.
actual death.
No actual death. Just emotional damage, which is better.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him about the pay. The pay is very good, Dermo.
The pay is very promising indeed. And you know, from the culture we observe, this type of sport is not unheard of. So we're not opposed to it, despite it not being secularly accepted. So the only thing is to really kind of get enough wins under your belt to cash out any meaningful reward money. You need to be doing it a few nights in a row. We'd probably have to stay an additional week if we wanted anything to show for it. So we wanted to check in with all of you and see if perhaps the potential of having more money was worth staying for the long term. At least, again, another week at most. We'd definitely leave by then.
I could do some research during that time.
Dermo has no excuses.
Erlock would like to introduce himself to Dobson. Hand is out. Full introduction.
Is Erluck going senile?
He's like
Is
90.
Shab going senile?
What do you mean going?
Going. This is the man we bothered him mid-nap, and now we're wondering if he is senile.
You guys did wake him up
Yeah, I was in a nap
all
in the
those
middle,
weeks ago.
in the middle of a swamp temple, and now you're asking questions.
They're like, yeah, come with us.
And the
You
first thing
totally
he
won't
did,
almost get murdered.
and the first thing he did was,
multiple
"Hey, we should
times.
jump through this portal into the abyss." And you guys
Jump
are like,
through this portal to
I mean, I
nowhere.
wasn't there for that.
"This guy's
Get
fine.
knocked unconscious.
This guy's fine."
Cursed.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
My
don't forget
first
you guys have
encounter-
creepy gray scars now.
Dobson's first
Oh,
encounter
yeah.
was Erlock's like helping him from something that
the
was trying to
gelatinous
eat him.
slime, the gelatinous slime, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we've had no, we had snails the first time. I was like, what would we have the first time that was trying to eat us? It was snails. Man, the
I mean,
swamp,
let's be real. What hasn't tried to eat us nowadays, huh?
the swamps wrecked us, dude. We should.
We also try to get eaten by those nail beasts.
That
Yeah,
reminds
those
me, I
people
should
must
put the
be
info
good.
about the scars in them.
What else has tried to eat us?
Maybe we just taste good.
Yeah.
Did the party come to a consensus? Staying 1
I
week.
think we agree.
Yeah, we're agreeing on at least 1 week. We're gonna float more if we see how we feel. I'm not opposed to
The
spending
whole
more time at this-
campaign becomes us grinding out infinite GP.
No, but I'll stay here.
Just like the real
I'll stay
game.
here for a couple weeks if our bodies
We've come
are
full
able to do it.
circle.
Yeah,
Circled
Zephyl-
all the way back to just playing RuneScape.
Zephylos for sure just only wants to spend a week at most.
That's fine. I'm not opposed to spending an extra week if it means we're making contacts in the city and some
Okay.
money.
Let's maybe do probably the simpler stuff first and circle back to our other two players who've not really done much
Yeah.
yet. So
Wonder-
another week So what would the other two of you do with 1 week?
Well, I need to get a room in some form that I can use. So how much would that cost?
The rooms here are 5 silver a night.
Okay, 5 silver a night plus food.
That includes the food.
Okay, 5 silver a night times how many days exactly a week, or is it like a work week?
A week plus 2 days, I guess. So
9 days.
9 days. 9 days.
45 silver, so pretty much
4.5 gold.
half gold. Yeah, so I'll pay that for my room on sure.
Okay. What would you like to do in those that like week that you have? No. Either Dermo or Dobson.
I don't really have any specifics. I mean, I would like to try to gain insight on if there's any kind of star sign or any kind of understanding of the cosmos from this point of view.
What are you trying to figure out?
Understanding other planets and seeing if there's any kind of celestial understanding and where we are, like location-wise, comparatively to my home planet.
Oh boy.
A lot of big questions.
That is a lot of big questions. I'm thinking
Mainly,
that's
I
more
just don't
like
think
a decade rather than 1 week.
No, but like going to the library if I can and doing some information on it. So
You
like,
probably don't have access to a library. There is a library, you know, in the palace, but you have been temporarily denied access to the palace after the events of last week's session.
so with that, I will just stare into the sky and say, "Damn, those some nice stars." And other than that, I will just enjoy my week. I'll take it as a vacation and just like actually relax.
Okay.
Dermo, you have a week downtime. What would you like? What does it all mean?
Nothing.
What does it all
What does it all mean, or
man?
All right.
Nothing.
So
Where are we, bro? And it's like, dude, you have a week downtime. It's a lot of big questions.
so okay. So
Yeah,
because
I have a bunch of herbs. Could I try smoking some of them?
you could.
Where are we? Get
Because
a
I'm
journal,
gonna say-
Dermo.
I'm gonna say I probably won't do this every time, but after a week of relaxing, you get a nice temporary increase to your max HP of 5
Hey,
until you lose those 5 hit points,
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
and those will go away before temp HP, so
We're
that
just
we don't have to worry
enjoying
about metagaming or anything like that.
That's fun. I like that. Yeah, I am just big relaxing and also.
Or I guess just enter that as temp HP, and
I
it
did. I
won't
put it
go
in
away
my
until
yeah.
you lose them.
Yeah, I put it into my temp pool.
So Zach, did you have something for
So
a week?
yeah, is since Dobson wasn't affiliated with Zephylos and Dermo before, is he barred from the library?
I think that he is gonna be because they know that you're like friends,
Mm-hmm.
traveling companions,
Okay.
because you were like, yeah, you were like with them when they got the reward and like
Mhm.
very much associated with them.
Then I think what I'll do is basically like be making day trips out of Varrock to explore the hinterlands.
Okay.
Looking for any sort of animals or wildlife or ruins that I'm not familiar with, and like examining them from whatever I feel is a safe distance, which for Dobson is probably a
Very
little
close.
inside what is actually a safe distance.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
walking up to any shadows and poking them.
Yeah. Okay. So ruins and animals. Is that what you said?
Yeah, preferably anything that I just don't recognize.
Okay.
I'm
So
the primary
most
goal.
of good.
The primary goal is to fill out more of my bestiary. But if I do happen to see some sort of ruins or something that looks historically important, I will check that out too.
So let's see. How do I want to rule this? Can you make let's go survival check.
Okay. Oof.
Okay. So this would be like weighing your ability to like navigate around effectively and make sure that you're not like backtracking a lot and look for like signs for anything interesting to you. So the wildlife here you've probably seen a lot of already if you've traveled pretty much at all in Misthalin. Most of the surrounding land around the city is just like farms. So there's not like a whole lot of really interesting stuff within like a day or like it would be like half a day's walk really because you go out and then back. So you'd probably have better luck if you like actually went out and stayed like outside of the city. You do note, however, pretty close to the city to the north is the ruins of a really old looking wall that's kind of mostly crumbling away, which spans in the east-west direction for pretty much as far as you were able to walk within a day. It is just a few miles north of the edge of the city.
Okay.
If you like, let's see. You see some like passersby on one of the days that you're out investigating that wall. And you can approach them and ask them some questions about it, or like anyone in town, you could ask them like, "Hey, why is there a huge wall? Like, or not huge, but why is there a super long wall?"
Yeah, I'd probably try and find a scholar in Varrock who would be willing to talk to me to ask about that.
Can you make a persuasion check to locate a scholar?
Hitting my my bad skills.
Yeah. Well, you did intentionally
Yeah, I know.
switch off of charisma. So you ask around for anyone that knows like of a scholar. Some people just kind of like ignore you. Some people are like, I don't know. You end up like somebody directs you to like somebody who works for like the Misthalin government as like a like an administrative person that handles like taxing and like city planning and stuff, something like that. And you ask him, or I guess you can phrase the question as you like.
I just, hey, what's that wall to the north of the city?
So he answers in a way
The
that's
North
like,
Wall? Watch
he
him say
doesn't-
like the North Wall. I'd laugh so hard.
he doesn't really like know exactly, but he's like, oh, that's I don't know really. It's really old. We're pretty sure it just belonged to some long forgotten kingdom.
Okay. Since I probably don't find anybody more knowledgeable about that based on my checks,
No, unfortunately not.
Probably that's probably my week.
Okay. August. Have you come up with something?
Besides the fact that I'm not going to be allowed to ponder the universe.
Oh wait, no. You said you were just sitting around smoking dwarf weed.
I'm literally
Never mind.
just chilling, getting high as fuck.
Okay. Let's go back then to Zephylos and Urlach. So, what is your plan?
Every night we're going to probably go back to the Fight Club and see if we can rack up some W's.
Cool. So, let me pull up.
Be careful what
rules
you talk
again.
about.
So you head into a fighting club, as given the directions that Black-Eyed Fred had given you. You answer with the silly code at the door, and then they let you inside. It seems like this place has like a weird mix of like pretty poor looking people and people that seem to dress fairly nicely. Can I get a perception check from each of you? One each.
All right, Urlock, you're going to have to carry because I have no perception. And I'm probably not bringing Bird to this.
Huh, D0.
DM, could I do this at disadvantage?
If you want.
Oh, god damn it.
No, not. I rolled a 9, so it didn't matter. We're all rolling
Incredible.
garbage.
Never mind, you don't
Are we
absorb-
not at least? I'm at least at 11 perceptive.
You do
a
not
13.
absorb an extra detail that I was thinking of. Never
Yeah, I was gonna
mind.
say I'm 13 passive perception, DM. I'm always that perceptive.
Bless
Does
you.
that
Oh
help?
my goodness.
Does that help at all?
Nope. No, it does not. So
Can I roll at a
Um,
disadvantage?
you find some like fairly well-dressed people, and then mostly like pretty poor-looking folk. A stark mix of those. So inside, they have you like just like write your name on a sheet, and then you get added some list. You get shuffled against some other fighters, and it is just hand-to-hand combat. They allow a single melee weapon if you choose. But the checks are going to be you're going to make a athletics check, an acrobatics check, and a constitution check that has a bonus equal to a roll of your largest hit die.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will generate the DC at random, simulating the randomness of your opponents
Yeah.
and how strong they are.
Are we doing it together? Did you want to?
So you are each going to do this on your own.
All right.
And-
Athletics, acrobatics.
So let me set the DC
Constitution
first.
with one of them gets our mod, right? Or one of them gets a dice.
So let me set the DC and then I'll reiterate that for you guys. So I know that was a lot.
And can we
so-
replace one of them with the weapon
Oh
attack wall?
yes, you can. What was it? If desired, the character can replace one of the skill checks with an attack roll with one of your weapons. You may not enhance the weapon with magic or anything like that.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay, so first round for Zephylos. We'll go you first. Oh boy.
Break my heart, GM.
I have found your DC. Go ahead and so it's. Let me just write this out. So it's athletics, acrobatics.
Can Dermo be
Con
eating
plus
grapes
hit die
game
roll. Can replace one roll with weapon attack.
Mm-hmm.
DM, can I get approval for that?
What's that?
Could Dermo be eating grapes while watching clouds go by while all this is happening?
Oh yeah.
You
Okay,
embracing
so
the high shit,
Zephylos,
nice.
can you do those? So you're gonna be making 3 rolls.
And then
you can
an
replace
attack.
one of them. You can replace one of them with a weapon attack.
Yeah, so you make 4 total things, and then you can replace your lowest one with a weapon attack.
No, you have to
no,
replace it before going
you
into it.
can choose to replace it before you make the check.
Okay, got it.
Ignore the damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
I'm like, why is the D4 rolling? Like, I don't like bless or guidance on or anything like that. And it's like, no, it's.
So you replace the Constitution check, right?
No, I'm doing the Constitution check.
You do an acro, con, and weapon. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm not rolling athletics with the 7th strength. Yeah.
Okay.
And then let me roll D6 to add to that.
Uh huh. Is that 20? Okay, so, Zephylos, you go into the first round, and your opponent is a pretty lightweight but muscularly toned man, and so he manages to unfortunately outmaneuver you pretty well, and manages to knock you out in the first round, in the first set of rounds against him. Next, you face another man who arms himself with a mace against your dagger. And unfortunately, he just sort of strengths you with said mace. In the final round, you find yourself in a fist fight, pretty evenly matched. You go for quite some time, taking quite a few hits, landing quite a few as well. He looks like he's just about to pass out, but then he finally gets the final blow against you. So unfortunately, you lost all 3 rounds.
Really?
The DC was 22.
That's rough.
From 5 plus 2d10.
Majorat your way out of that one. Majorat breath your way out of that.
You earn nothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
In your
A week well spent.
of
on
fist and
the
dagger
upside,
fighting.
You lost nothing, so.
You also didn't lose anything.
Except a week of your life.
Except a week.
We can
And
get
your
more.
dignity.
We can buy more weeks.
Urluk, there
I rolled
are
already.
your rolls. Very nice.
I failed.
Did you add your hit die to this Constitution check?
No, but I went to lay him back down, so give me a second.
Yeah, so give me a D8 to add to the 6.
You got it, big man.
Damn, I should
right?
multi-class in the Barbarian before doing this.
Right?
Like roll a D12.
You only need 1 level to use that.
Yeah, for the rolls.
Yeah, this is your largest hit dice.
13, 20, and 9. Let me find your DC.
13 and a 9 make 22. We're good to go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Urluk, your first round, you enter a weapons match with your Kopesh. And
Well, that's the acrobatics one, right? Or what?
Hmm?
Did you do This is the acrobatics one? Or are you doing them in order, or what are you?
I'm just in the
flavoring
order that I'm seeing them.
Okay.
So on the first day that you have a fight, you go in with your Kopesh against a man armed with a rapier.
Oh boy.
You do manage to block several of his blows, but he eventually gets the upper hand.
Yeah.
A close match. The second round, you are able to use your speed and agility to outmaneuver a pretty burly man, and win that round.
Is this
and
Dermo? I'll ask.
On the final fight,
I found something between my toes, so I'm scratching
what
it.
is it, honey?
And then I go back to laying down.
Yeah, in this pocket here. Can you? I can't reach it. Can you just? Huh?
Yeah, just the best. Get a stick and just
Yeah,
like
he's in
kind
there.
of jab at it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Love you.
Oh, I love you too.
She's distracting me by being cute.
Dude,
Okay.
everyone does that. It's crazy.
I know,
I
right?
can't do it.
So in the last round, on the final day, you get into a bare-fisted fight with a fairly muscular person, and unfortunately, they get the upper hand on you pretty quickly. So you won 1 out of 3, which earns you 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
At least
I
he has a
will.
nice show for it.
I will split my 25 gold with Cephalos.
Didn't you say
Are
50?
you Sherlock? You won this one yourself.
Yeah, I figured we were going in on it to make some money. If you made some money, I assumed we were going to split it anyways. So Erlich will just take that as a good faith measure and give you half of his winnings. Just because you didn't win doesn't mean we didn't win, right?
Sure.
So 25 gold to Cephalos.
Okay, Con.
I mean,
For the top.
Erlich is a Zerosian shaman, and he's with a man who seems to be wearing quite literally ancient garb. He's going to take it as a man of the cloth for face value, albeit he's got his own motives, which every Zerosian does. That's kind of the point.
Isn't that their religion?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of the point. It's fine. But Erlich would see this as we both went in to find out where the pit fighting was going on. We spent a day together to figure it out, and then we spent a week fighting to make a little money, and he didn't succeed because he got a bad matchup, is how Erlich would see it. So, we'd split it. It's only 25 gold. You know?
I can't believe there's a chance the DC is 7 and you just get 200 gold for doing nothing.
That'd be whack.
Yeah. Oh, I have to roll the complications rolls. Zephylos first. Okay, and then Erlich. Well, you both rolled the same on a D100.
It's a very nice and not, 10% number, right, Jim?
Yeah, you both get a no, you're both no
Yeah.
complications. Okay, I believe that concludes our downtime week.
Does. Shall we get back to the adventure?
Is this an adventure?
Sometimes.
I thought this was just like idle game simulator. Okay, you all gather your things and get ready to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Dermo looks incredibly refreshed. Like, you guys see him, and you notice, like, a notorious glow about him. You're like, ah, dang.
I'd hope so. You're at the spa all fucking week.
Does he finally, DM, does he finally not smell like shit? Can we take the courtesy plugs out of our nose? Because, like, damn. The man could carry a swamp on him. You know what I mean?
Not only does he smell good, but he also looks just
After
like
three,
you guys are surprised.
after
Like, I've never
3
seen
weeks
that
in the
hot.
swamp with him, he was putting the ass in swamp ass. You know what I mean? I'm glad he got pampered though. He's looking great. You go, King. You know what I mean?
Oh god, I'm looking at like
Try my best.
high resolution art of William Fancy Son. Okay, where are you guys headed?
Falador.
Falador, okay, let's go.
I don't.
We're doing
so.
Dragon Slayer
I
now.
think
Screw
we're.
this.
I think we're going to Morytania. I don't know
Okay.
about you boys.
I don't know about you guys. That is 1 day of travel. Ta-da! Next day.
So they were heading to Faldor to get the Zamorak wine spawn and then build a temple or reclaim a temple.
Dude, did you guys specifically tell Dermo you're doing this, or is it more like in passing?
I don't think we're doing it yet, so we'll probably onboard you as a fellow Zerosian when it's actually time to do it. We were just trying to get money.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna see about. Okay. Oh, do you guys need money?
Eventually.
Dermo will look over both of you guys while you guys are talking about money, and like literally just be like, "Bro, I'm rich." Like, I have
I'm fine
more
with that,
gold
Dermo.
than I can try to use, honestly. So if you need anything, please let me know.
Oh, before we leave, GM, can I open a bank account in Misthalin?
Okay.
What's the APR on a interest-bearing account?
Yeah, like what's the current Bank of Gillinor Prime interest rate going on right now?
Yeah, so
want to
it's
invest.
so
How
it's
often does
it's
it compound?
So in my campaign, there's no interest rate on it. They get
It's-
the luxury of being able to dimensionally store items.
so it's 0.275% for the first 6 months per month, and then it goes to 0.2.
Excellent.
It's not bad. It's not
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I bought the stock, GM. I
But
buy stock in RuneScape bars.
I
know?
should,
Yeah,
right.
it's like that buy stock in the Grand Exchange.
I'm hitting Horvik up right now about his metal plates and seeing what he charges now to see start watching it like a fucking stock.
Yeah. What's the going price of a steel plate body so I can gauge?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, alk value's alk value. What's the price, Horvik? Tell me.
No, but it was more so I was kind of musing with the idea of like putting some money in the bank so that if I ever, I don't know, get captured but not outright killed and I'm able to escape, you know, I don't have nothing.
Uh-huh.
But
That would suck. Good
that
thing you
was-
didn't
that's
have your
actually-
shit
What's the
stolen
rules?
when
Can
you
we
got
store
captured
items
already.
or what? Like, are we able to store items, or is it just money in a bank account?
Serious answer would be I don't even know if they have like a bank where you can just store your... Do they have banks in like 1300 AD where just random people could put their money there?
Can I ask a better question? Who the
Yeah.
fuck cares?
True.
In my universe, the bank is like how it is in Gillinor. I charge my players per season essentially to upkeep it, and if they don't, their account goes in escrow, and the bank reclaims their items. So there's definitely an incentive. There's definitely an incentive to make their way back or pay ahead. So my players have paid ahead 2 seasons now, so they can always make it back to pay. They get a bank key that is bound to their soul. So if someone else steals it, they can't just like I made it pretty gimmicky as hell, so they're incentivized to take out a bank account. And I locked noting items behind the Adventuring Guild, where you would get the availability of magic note paper, which is a gold dump for getting heavy items back to cities. Pretty much, if they want to like touch a fucking cart and like they see a nice wagon or something, you know what I mean, on their trick, where they can touch it with the paper and it'll turn it into a noted wagon for because the
A
second
noted
campaign that we
wagon.
have. Well, the thing is, the second campaign, I've already told them in their second campaign that I'm running, they'll be able to play their same characters in because it's going to be a build off. They're coming in at level 12.
I treated notes more like checks, where it's like you give the cart to the bank, and
Yeah.
the bank writes you a check that says
It works
this
both
paper is
ways.
worth one
One cart. Yeah, no,
And then
exactly.
send it into the bank, and the bank's like, all right, here's your cart, you know?
Yeah, it works both ways, but the magic noting paper is, and the imp in a box feature is locked behind magical abilities in my world.
Yeah.
So
I
yes,
vote that we can note Dobson. I want to noted Dobson.
I vote we don't do that because Urluk isn't sure which one is Dobson,
Oh no!
and that's the biggest reason, really.
So, yes, they will hold your gold
No, it's okay.
at a bank there if you want.
I don't
I'll
think I
give-
have
I'll
enough
give
to
him
even
something to
justify that, so,
I'd like to open up a bank account so you can hold my 3 silver pieces.
Yeah, what if you get like a traveling merchant and then he magically disappears and you don't have your money to buy the thing?
yeah.
Well, I don't plan on
keep
He's
going
an eye
got
on
a
this.
he's got
Yeah, you need
7th
5
level
million gold
spell
for an
scrolls
instant
for 10 gold.
Wait, can we insta-kill Dart the final boss?
Death touch dart Draken. No. So you make it to Paterdomus.
I love when he
And-
just ignores completely. He's like, no.
I said no, I didn't ignore it. You make it to Paterdomus. You hear the rushing of the river below. And you see back in the distance now ahead of you the gloomy overcast clouds that cover the continent. Looking back, you see like the bright and sunny Misthalin, then you look over and it's like dreadful, dark and gloomy and
Can I take one
foggy.
last look at the sky before we go?
Morytania. Yes.
Do I see
You
any
really
stars
picked
there?
the right campaign to play the stars, Druid.
Yeah, I know. I really
I
fucked
mean,
this one up.
he does radiant damage, and that might stop the regeneration, so it works out.
Ooh,
might.
that's a good point. Good
We've
point.
never tested
Yeah.
it out.
DM, can we make a drinking game where we all take a drink whenever Dermo looks up into the stars and wonders why?
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys don't want to take that one. You guys would die. Your liver can only handle so much.
Yeah, Urluk's just drinking hot sauce at this point. They're out of booze.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want to be behind you.
let's see. Where are you going to head now within Morytania?
Like
Yeah,
we
we have no
heard where
reason to stop,
Berg
right?
was. So
Yes,
are we not
okay.
heading to Berg?
Yeah.
Just checking.
The
We'll have
Berg.
to-
We're heading to the
did we
Berg.
gear up, like food-wise and everything? Like, did we get enough rations
Yeah,
and everything?
I got a week and a half worth of rations. So that's what I have just from like shopping in the city.
I mean, my number one goal is if I need to, I can always make my good cherries.
That's the
but,
thing.
like,
Yeah, so you
Mhm.
you can good cherry us all the way to the swamp, and then we can rely on rations and your good cherries.
okay, yeah, let's do that.
Because you're not having an issue on the travel making good cherries. It's only when you get in a hazard environment when you start
Yeah,
having.
because then I reduce the amount I can produce.
Yeah.
And all the stuff.
And then we have the druid pouch. We can put all our rations in it, and we'll keep them safe. And then we can use them as we need to, right? We just got to be a little smart with it because money is a big problem, and rations ain't free, man.
I mean, money's a problem for you guys, yeah. I offered to
more
buy
so
you guys
for you.
like lobsters if you want. I spent the last week getting pampered. I'm feeling good about myself.
Okay, so do you want to just head like roughly along this pink trail and then down? You've been told that Berg is like southwest of Morton.
We should probably hug the river. IMO.
Southwest or southeast?
Like literally?
Southwest, like
I don't think we should. Okay, yeah, wait. Like sigh of relief comes over. Like,
you could have hug the river.
yeah, we're gonna hug the river, DM.
Okay. Along the river here, despite how I have made or I didn't make this map, but despite how the map looks, this is still swampy. Once you get a couple miles south of the trail that heads up to Canifis. Swamp time. Okay, so
Oh, our favorite part of the game.
yes. Actually, as you are crossing the river, you feel that magical tingly feeling that you do when you cross the river.
Does it feel like when we pass through that wall in the temple or no?
That's what I'm talking about. I think I flavored it as just being like over the bridge.
Right.
yes.
So me passing through when I first became a Zerochin.
Oh,
same feeling.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's similar.
Okay. So I feel like it's God imposed or some form of a.
Could be.
I know
it's
it is,
some.
but, like-
it's
like,
some
I know
kind
that-
of like. Some kind of like, probing kind of magic, like information magic.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
could go for a probe. We getting probed?
Yeah,
Where are they probing us? I guess. Or like
in your mind.
Hard.
not that fun. I feel like my mind's been probed enough.
Anyway, after you cross to the east side of the bridge, the two of you will hear Sliskay's voice again. He just says, "Welcome back." And
Yeah,
nothing
do you-
else.
DM, every day traveling, I would have messaged Vastrom.
Sliske this time.
No, I would have
Okay.
messaged Bastrom the whole
Oh,
time.
okay. He
Yeah,
ignores you.
Each morning I message him.
Okay.
And I'd like to slowly as like the first word of each message, right? I want it to slowly be like rickrolling him. Like each day the first word is like never, and then the next day is like gonna as the first message word.
Uh-huh.
You know, yeah, I'm just gonna go. We're gonna make it real meta.
Incredible.
So we're like on day 6 or 7 now, so it's gonna be like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna
So,
be like another gonna or something. There's like 4 of the same word in the starting
right.
of the song.
Yeah, there's only like 6 different words.
Never gonna, never gonna. He's like, what is this guy's deal? Yeah, we're on another gonna. So we're gonna set up a gonna find you, Vanstrom. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna find you and hang out. And that's the whole message for today.
On
Hope
your
you're well.
first...
Hope you're well. That's it.
That's great. On your first day of travel, you encounter along the river a group of angry crocodiles, which all take a pass at you as you're defeating them, and we're not going to do the combat. But I'm just going to roll 2 attacks. And 2 random targets. Dude. Who's number 3 and who's number 2?
Urlock, the real number 2.
Zephylos and Urluk.
Wow.
Zephylos, you take 3 damage from a crocodile somehow. And then Urluk, you take 9 damage from a crocodile bite. Before you all pile them with your magic and everything and kill them. Next day. Dude.
Is it 9 or does it no need to mark it because it's not gonna matter?
It doesn't matter this time, probably.
Well, technically it'd be 4 because of the 5 temp, right? It's gone now.
Who has 5 temp?
You gave us all 5 temp for spending a week.
No, I gave Dermo 5 temp for spending a week
Pampering, got it.
relaxing.
I got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The next day...
So we get like 3 temp for seeing how relaxed he is, what you're saying? We, get...
no.
we spent
No.
a week fighting.
You spent a week getting your asses kicked, is what the 2 of you
You
did.
guys don't understand how good I look, though. You're looking at me and you're like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. The next day you are beset by ghasts, which will each attack you once. With those delicious watermelon sounds that they make. And they all rolled pretty high. Let's see. 2, 3. Why did it only roll 3? I said roll 4. Come on. Okay.
We lost August.
Did we? Oh.
I miss him already.
Dermo and Zephylos are struck by ghasts. Dermo for 6 damage and Zephylos for 12.
that
and
hurts
you
so bad.
each lose one portion of food, and somebody's echoing really badly.
Yeah. Is it me?
That's
think it's
probably
August.
me. Yeah, since I rejoined on my computer.
Oh. So, let's see.
Am I echoing now?
Doesn't sound like it.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Next day. Deck save. Go, everybody. Quick. Rapid fire.
In the laundry. Yeah, I got it. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. You said deck save?
Dex
Yeah,
save.
Dex save.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Okay, if you beat a 13, you take 4 poison damage. If you failed, you take 9 poison damage.
Said it
Oh.
was the what was the save?
13 from exploding poisonous gas of the swamp as you continue this day. But I'm pretty sure everybody's just healing faster than any of this stuff. So
Mhm.
keep going. The next day, you encounter some more ghasts, and you each lose 1 portion of food. The next day, you...
What does health mean here? Because if I take a 9, does that not regen each day,
Yeah, I
or is
mean,
it?
we healed 9.
Yeah, you get half of your max HP back
Yeah.
each day while we're wilderness
and
traveling.
your hit dice you'll get a quarter of.
Mostly it's going to be like the last day of travel that matters.
Yeah.
And also food that you lose.
Yeah.
What if I'm doing good sharing?
You should be fine.
Well, the ghasts rot food that you're carrying.
Aren't we using the
So-
Aura pouch?
No.
Oh, okay.
On this day, you find a small, secluded shack that seems to be abandoned that you can sleep in. And you don't get disturbed.
Nice.
Continuing on the southern coast. This time you encounter some more giant centipedes. Can I get a con save from everybody? Did we do a
Khan's
giant
not
centip-
here.
Yeah,
Wait.
con save
Ha,
the queen.
Haha. Did we do giant centipedes fight before?
No, we didn't.
We did. I fireballed them.
We did.
Classic. We did 1 round. Oh god. Does everybody just die now? Let's see. How bad is this
Hell
poison?
yeah. Get poisoned.
Oh no, okay. It's only really bad if it gets you down to 0 health.
I wish I'd get you down to 0 health. You know what
Hi.
I mean?
That sounds like a threat.
Who's missing? Dermo, can you make a con save,
It's a
please?
promise. It's not a threat, it's a promise, Zach.
Oh, nice. Okay. Why did I close it? There it is. 3. Dobson, Zephylos, and Urluk take some poison damage and are poisoned for the rest of this day, which makes them sad. And then Dermo takes only 3 damage, so... anyway.
Sadness poison.
Sadness poison.
We got a classic case of the sad poison.
So on this day, the next day here, can I get somebody to do a survival check who is navigating?
It'd be Dermo, he's the most navigator.
Navigator, survival, please. Very nice. You don't get lost. Good job. Following day. Roll. In the night, animals come to steal your food. Can I get a perception from... actually, pick
Can I
at
shoo
random.
him away? I'm a real good shooer.
I'm gonna pick whoever's on watch at random. Dude. Who's number 4 on the list? Dobson, can you make a perception check?
I can.
Okay. Stealth check on some animal. Okay, just a d20. R d20. Oh my god.
Woo!
You hear a scurry of giant rats approaching the group at night, but you are able to alert the party in time, such that you're able to just scare them off by all like getting up and making some noise and letting them know that you can see them.
Very good.
Okay, and let's see. Let's do. You now think you're like in the vicinity of where it should be, so let's do another survival from Dermo to see how quickly you can locate the village. You find it right away. The next day, you locate the village right here. And, oh, let me move the map on the stream here, and let me add a light here to show
Yeah,
you.
I blinked and it was right in front of us.
Yep, pretty much.
You didn't hear it because I'm muted, but I literally, as I was rolling, said, very well.
Okay. And give me a second here to illuminate this. Come on. Can
You're
you
doing a
please-
great job, Zaid.
Can you please do what I'm telling you to? There we go. Do. And one more. Do. One more. And, okay. There it is. Okay. So, you see a short distance away now, what appears to be a echo that's still coming from August's thing. Would you mind going on push talk?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Thank you. A short distance away now, you see a pretty decrepit old kind of village. As you approach and get a decent look at some of the buildings, they are extremely worn down. It looks like you almost think that this is the wrong place or that it's been abandoned. But you do see a few people walking about outside, thinking that it's abandoned just because it's just really looks like crap. So buildings are completely falling over. Roofs are missing large sections. There is a old rotted fence that only surrounds about a third of the village and is not very tall or sturdy. And so as you continue to approach, let's see, who is here?
For a reminder, my daily ritual when we're like not in civilized land, i.e. anywhere in Morytania, I do mage armor every morning on myself, Striggy, and Dermo, and I arcane recovery to get it back.
Okay.
DM, just again, my morning ritual. I'm gonna go ahead and send that message to Vanstrom, and it's gonna be give in while you can. We're coming for you.
Uh-huh.
P.S. You sound very handsome today.
Well, that's 25 words, GM. I think we have to recount those words.
Yeah, I can.
I'm pretty sure that was less than 25 words.
You sound very.
Oh no, I think we have to listen to
That
Urlach
was
say
it
that
was
again,
16.
just to really count.
It was like 16 or 17. I said, "Give in while you can. We're coming for you." P.S. You sound very handsome today. I think was the message, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was 17 or 16 or 17 or 18.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're in the range.
Yeah, you're good.
And then I guess since I counted out, I got extra room. I'm gonna send him a little whisper, just a little flirty whisper, you know, like I'm seducing him, like a camel would. And that's my message for today. Thank you.
Like a camel would.
Yeah, a camel seduction sound. I'm gonna do that for 7 words worth. Where you decide how long that is. Yeah.
7 words. Do you think they like reduce that number for languages like German?
I mean, yeah, because German you can say a whole sentence in 1 word.
Yeah, you could say like an adjective, a verb, and a noun in 1 word.
Yes, you can, but I will not because it's embarrassing.
Germans have like words for everything. Like
Wow, car that drives in water. We have a word for that. It's called
that.
car that drives in water, Finn.
a child that's kind of a cunt, but also very sweet. We call it a cunt and sweeten kinder.
That's pretty close. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cunt and sweeten kinder. That sounded more Swedish.
That's not Swedish.
You brought Kinder into this.
Kinder is just kid, right? I don't fucking
Yeah, I mean
know.
child. Yeah.
Child, yeah.
I'll take your word for it. My German is very non-existent.
Yeah, my German is like mostly industrial and ceremonial.
Yeah, mine is very like just barely.
But yeah, we arrive in the Berg. BDR.
In the Berg, BURGH Berg. What kind of burg is this? Burger Rot?
Pittsburgh.
It's Bergen it. We're Bergen it. Yeah, we're not in Pittsburgh, buddy. We wish we were.
I'll kind of look. You said there were like 1 or 2 people walking out of houses, Jim?
Uh-huh.
I'll wave them down and say, hello. We were invited here. I hope this is the right place. It's Berg de Rot, correct?
So as soon as they
The crusty
see
crab?
you, this this woman with like very tattered hair, wearing basically rags, she spots you, and then she like suddenly she's like, oh god, and then she like goes and she runs behind like a building nearby and like just kind of peeks around at you.
Hell yeah.
You could see her like reaching her arm out like towards someone else, to get their attention. A man, and he looks over as well. A bit less fearful but cautious.
She got a bad case of the scaredy cats.
I'll call it to the guy and say, hello. As I said, we were invited here. I believe here's the right place, Berg de Rot.
Can you make a perception check?
No, GM, I can't. I have a negative perception.
Hell yeah.
Sucks.
I do have Bird, though, and the whole reason I got Bird is because it has perception.
Bird.
You don't hear what he quietly says back over to the woman, and her in reply. But then he says, what are you doing here?
What are you doing in my waters?
As I said, we're here to help. Ultimately, about a couple weeks back, we were given an invitation from members of a certain organization to come here because they said they were setting up base here.
Hang on a minute. Stay there. Don't move.
Really? They didn't mention the camel?
So he goes and runs off into the village.
Yeah, and while he runs off, I'd like to express to Dermo again, Dobson, that the pit fighting could be a very good opportunity to make money.
Yes, with their really good
You also
athletics
said that to me,
checks.
so I feel included.
I'm gonna call Dobson Dermo though.
Nice.
Amazing.
I'm gonna tell him that this could be a really good. As the guy runs off, I think he's the pit fight runner, and I'm gonna explain that this could be a really good chance to make money. It's like a week ago. This happened. We've been traveling all this time. The pit fighting could be a good chance to make money, Dermo. I'll say to the goblin.
So, after only about a minute, the
Pit
guy
fighter
comes
back.
the guy comes back, and he's got Sani with him, who was the
archer, right?
the archer woman from the fight that you had with Vanstrom,
Yeah, she got
the
away.
Monarchy member. She survived, yeah.
Yeah, one of like 2 NPCs that made it out.
There were 5 that
I
made
thought
it out.
3.
there.
Oh, really?
2 people died.
Okay.
and 5 remained. So Valiov, the leader, Paul Maffey, the wizard, Radigan, a sort of fighter guy, Ivan, basically like a teenager priest, and then Sani, the scout.
Sani the scout, yeah. Okay. I thought we lost more than that for some reason.
So Cyreg died and Harold died.
Okay.
Harold was an unarmed fighter.
And Patterhorn. That's
Cyreg. Yep.
Yeah, and Patterhorn.
Mm-hmm.
And Dermo died.
Dermo did die.
Yep. So Sani comes out to see you guys, Pride Month. And so
Pride Month.
she's like, "Oh, you guys made it. That's great. Here, come on in." She looks over at
Did you
like
not
the
expect us
nervous,
to make it?
the small crowd of
Yeah, right? Did you
very
no
nervous townsfolk, and she says,
That
"Don't worry,
didn't
don't
sound
worry."
as confident as it should.
No hope in us. Oh, you made it. No hope in us at all as people.
Oh my god. So she looks over at the crowd and she tries to kind of calm them down a little bit. She's like, "Don't worry, we know these guys." And so they do calm down with those words. She comes over to the kind of edge of the village where between you and the people you've been talking to, there's this crappy, just rotted fence, and she's just, "There, come on, hop over."
Hop over a
So,
I'll try.
It's been how long would it have been? Like,
Couple
so
weeks.
it was a week in it was 9 days in Varrock, right? And
Yeah, and then it was like 5 days travel or whatever
it was from here. It was
and then the swamp.
2, 3, 4, about
It's been a
5,
couple weeks at least.
6, and so like a week. So 8 to Varrock. 9 in Varrock would make 17.
And 8 back, right?
2 days to get back to Potterdomus is
Like a
19.
month. Almost a month.
And then, oh my god,
Another-
it was actually a month. Holy shit.
Almost a
20,
month, yeah.
21, 22, 23,
Just shy.
24, 25, 26,
Yeah.
27. Yeah, it was like a month. Holy
Yeah,
shoot.
It was like a month.
Oh
Crazy.
my god. Okay, so it's been a month since you've seen these guys. Because that is how long the travel takes. And so she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see that you guys are okay and that you made it down here. Here, come on in." And she just like motions for you to just kind of jump over the pitiful fence.
Dermo will stare at the fence.
It's one of those like fences where there's like 2 bars that they have like on farms. And so you can either just like go under it or you can just hop over it.
Dermo will again stare at the fence and look at how big he is and do the mental math.
Oh, here, there's a gate over there for you, big guy. She
Dermo
points,
will
like,
waddle over to the
like-
bigger fence.
100 feet away. There's a gate.
Yeah, you can't go through the one he can fit through.
So, did you make it down here okay? Everything all right?
Regular Mortmeyer dangers, nothing out of the blue.
Okay.
But we did take some time to head back to human civilization on the west of the river and update them on what's happening over here. They did give us some supplies, so I'm hoping that we will be able to use them to help
We're
out.
looking for a pit fighter.
No, we're not, Urluk.
I'm very confused. Face comes on her legs. Just a completely out of place expression.
So, we managed to set up a little bit of a base of operations in a big old cellar that we found underneath what looks like it used to be a bar. So we've got everybody hiding out in there. The townsfolk here are We might have mentioned this before, but they're mostly refugees from Mireditch. People that have miraculously escaped from the clutches of the vampire city. Many of them have lost their families, anything that they could have owned, or were just raised there from birth. It really breaks my heart to see the things that these guys have been through. So please try to treat them carefully.
You were in the fight with the vampire. That's how I know you. At the end of what she has to say, like completely missing all of it.
What, did you forget about me, old man?
Just yes.
Okay.
He's a little bit on the elderly side. Please forgive him.
The most
Oh,
brutal
I
honesty
see.
he could say.
That's okay. Here, let me show you where we've set up here. She takes you into the middle of the village, which is not all that big, and into basically like a set of ruins of a wooden building, which is completely destroyed. There's just furniture thrown all over the ground that's broken, bits of sharp glass, cracked tiles. A third of the wall is missing and most of the roof is gone. He goes over to a really dirty old rug with a broken chair on top of it, and slides them to the side to reveal a hidden trapdoor. And opens it and climbs down and motions for you guys to follow.
I mean, does he do the obligatory looking both ways before doing it?
Before climbing down a ladder?
No, before revealing the hidden hatch.
She does actually have a quick look around.
I'll also look around, but not knowing what we're looking for.
Okay.
Because I don't know there's a hatch there, you know, until
Yep.
But I don't want to be left out of the looking around for things. That seems fun, you know. Just some flavor.
I also will look, but only at him doing the looking around.
Like, yeah, like your head's moving, but your eyes are fixed on me to see what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
And I'm just looking over. I'm not looking for anything at all. I'm just looking around.
I'm looking at you, looking at me.
Sweet. Okay.
Touching me.
We're gonna DMC it if we.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
today.
I'm gonna get
Yeah, I was gonna
demonetized.
say we're
again.
gonna get in trouble if we sing more than 2 lines.
Can't believe they demonetized for the stupid recorder cover.
You can demonetize these nuts, Mr. Twitch.com.
Yeah, that was YouTube. That was YouTube.
At youtube.com.html/.
You're almost there, bud. Come on.
/www.creedthoughts.gov.
at /creed thoughts. I've read some of it, even for the internet. It's what does he say? It's a lot.
Oh, that's what Ryan says.
Yeah, I remember. I've read some of it. Yeah, they say wanting to save the world from Creed's madness. I opened up a Word document and typed a URL into the top. I've read some of it, even for the internet. It's
That's
brash or whatever he says. Yeah, I can't remember. That whole scene is. I love Creed. He's probably my favorite character from that show. I relate with him heavily. You know the actor who plays Creed Bratton in that show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He looks like he'd be named Robert.
What?
I don't know. He looks like he'd be named Robert.
No, he plays himself. He literally everything he says like about the band that he was in and that he like was a DJ radio host. He did all that in real life. He literally plays himself in the office in every way.
Huh. Nice. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, he
Like
actually.
having that cool of a life
he
that you sound like you're
technically-
parodying some guy.
I was just saying he technically plays a character that stole his own identity. Is what the role
Wait,
play.
yeah.
because he plays someone who stole and got away from it, and his name was Creed Bratton. That's how he got his identity in the show. But I think, yeah, that's it. I think that's just funny, well written. Like, I used to be in the Grassroots in the '60s. It's like you look it up, and it's literally that was his band in the '60s. He had a fucking band.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's super interesting, though. I did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also in that band in the 60s.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
No, all the lies that the people are like, Creed's like a crazy old man. All the things he says is like stuff from his real life. If you like look it up, it's funny.
It's so funny, though, because, like, yeah, I thought it was just, like, bullshit, random shit.
Yeah, no, Creed Bratton is a dude for sure that he says he is in the office. Give or take a couple crazy lies like murdering people.
Hey, don't put it past him.
Anyhow,
We're not sidetracked. We're right on track.
we're definitely sidetracked. We do that a
Yeah,
lot
exactly.
here, though. Ba. All right.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, if you do it out of tune enough, then they'll still get you with it, right?
Yeah, dude, they're pretty bad.
Ooh.
Quick question. How
me.
poor are you, Zephylos? Could I ask you that, like, bluntly? Like,
I'm not poor.
how poor are you?
Yeah, I'm not poor at all. It's just a lot of my money spoken for.
Right. But how much is not spoken for?
The entirety of what remains of what is not spoken for.
Ooh, that's
I
true.
want to say like 120 gold.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have any like magic items to go for it.
Right.
You
Uh,
have extra spells. Those are
And
the magic items.
I get more spells, but I can't prepare more spells. So
That
it's
sucks.
a really like it's a double-edged sword. People are like, wow, wizards are so cool. You can have a million spells. Like I can prepare like 10 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to with that extra money,
Hey, that's 5
save up
times
for
as many
maybe, like-
spells as warlocks.
yeah, that's fair, and 5 times as many spell slots too.
Yeah.
But no, I'm hoping to save up for an actual magic item.
Screw warlocks. All my homies hate warlocks.
How much? Hey, you watch your mouth, you whore.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I have a warlock in a campaign I'm about to start up here for some friends, and I was like, "What are you giving up to be a warlock?" And she decided she wanted to give up her ability to walk. And
What?
I'm like,
To walk?
yeah, literally
What?
wants to tensor floating disc modified spell to be able to walk, get from A to B, and I'm like, I'm here for it, dude. And I'm like, every time
Yes.
she magically gets her legs put back on, her patron steals them again. Like some terrible spite.
Wow.
Like, she,
Interesting.
yeah, right. Like I'm like, there'd be spells and magic that would like completely make disabilities not a thing if you wanted. They're like, yeah, no, my patron just makes it so I can't walk. I'm like, that's
patron
really
disables me.
yeah, literally, I was like, I want power, and my patron's like, what do you want to give me for it? She's like, I don't care, and like he took your legs.
You know those what's it called? Like those T-shirts that say like, being a girl is my superpower or whatever. Hers is literally my superpower is that my god hates me.
Just a really shitty shirt that says, I made an otherworldly pact with a patron of whatever, and all I got was 2 spell slots for the loss of legs.
All I got
Wait, can
was
we make that
Eldritch
T-shirt,
Blaster,
guys? Can we have a
spell
super
slots.
specific T-shirt, please?
You get a spell
just a
slot for
picture
every
of
limb
a-
you
And
sacrifice.
it's just a picture of a coffee mug.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
The coffee lock. I traded my legs for otherworldly powers, and all I can do is warm a coffee cup up with Eldritch Blast.
Well, I hope Eldritch Blast can blast the coffee cup, not just warm it.
You're gonna Eldritch Blast the coffee cup. Yeah, warlocks are pretty mean.
Hey, I can produce flame. That's kind of useful. The 2 spells I have for my warlock stuff aren't super useful, but I'm waiting for a really good time because I know they can be useful.
What did you take from
Well, you get it back on short rest is the thing, right?
Yeah, but I had to figure out uses for them because they're a
Oh,
little interesting.
one of them's a ritual.
What'd you
can,
do?
I have Expeditious Retreat and Unseen Servant.
Those are okay.
Yeah, they're not
You need
like.
to make use of Unseen Servant more.
Yeah, I
you
can
use
try and use them more.
Expeditious Retreat and use your all fours running. You can move really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I took it. I was like, dude, I could
Yeah.
literally just go across the map every
You could
turn.
move like what would that be? 120 feet, I think, because you can action dash and then bonus action dash
Yeah, it
with
looks like
40
it.
foot speed. That's pretty cool. That's a really good choice actually. I'm gonna.
Give me one time when someone's
choice.
choking on a peanut and I'm there.
Someone 240 feet away is choking on a peanut and they only have 18 seconds to live.
Also, I know the Heimlich, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Is the
Otherwise,
Heimlich a
I'd
thing
be
in this
useless.
universe, DM?
Is what?
Is the Heimlich a thing in this universe?
No, they haven't figured that out yet.
You'll just
They're
die.
probably still whacking you on the back
Can
I
Dermo
said to give
discover
instead
it
of doing
and we
anything
do it
helpful.
after him?
Yeah, the dermo maneuver.
Yeah, the dermo maneuver.
No, he just says it in German, like he's like coughing after helping the dude. He's like, it just sounds like it. Yeah.
So, Sani brings you all into this cellar. It is comprised of many little, mostly small rooms. She shows you around, but she's like, "Oh, we have like a, just like different supplies that we've been able to gather. Not a whole lot, but enough to distribute among the town folk and things that we need for what we're trying to do. Reconnaissance, defense, that kind of stuff. We have a bit of a supply of water and food. Over here, we've set up some really basic kind of like crafting areas. So we've got, this crappy old anvil that we found, some coal if we need to do any smithing or anything. We have a small supply of weapons over here. We've got plenty of beds for everyone that wants one. And yeah, so let me tell Valioff that you guys are here. You could just come with me here. Come on. So she brings you through another door, and you see Valioff and Polmafi together there. Valioff sees you and he's like, "Oh, good, you've come. That's great. Let's. I guess I should ask, how are you guys doing? Are you all right? Everything okay? Haven't seen you.
I have never felt better.
We're looking for a pit fighter.
No,
No,
You're looking for
not
what?
no, not right now. That's last week. Come on.
Could be good money, they say.
Yeah. God.
This is just his obsession. I love this.
Could I get a spell that restores someone's memory?
Yeah, I think that's a lesser restoration.
Yeah, what is
you know?
that? Like,
I'm gonna cast that every morning on him, like 51st
Resurrection.
dates.
We're
You know?
looking for a memory recovering spell, I'll say in echo of what they
No,
say.
no, we're not. Don't.
There's a pit fighter with a bad memory.
Yeah, you got hit too hard.
Could be good money to recover it.
Lesser restoration on Urlock. Does he behave for like an hour?
Could
No.
Can we just constantly be keeping him normal?
Or sorry, why am I asking the GM this? Chap, if I cast Lesser Restoration on Urlock, will he behave for like an hour?
could be good money.
He just ignores
He's stuck in a loop. He's like a tape. He just keeps skipping.
NPC.
Right, like that's
His
3
dialogue's
lines of
broken.
dialogue, and you've already gone through it.
Yeah, you've
Oh,
already
it's like,
talked to him
it's like that
6
meme
times.
talking about like when you finish the main storyline.
You missed the quest updates, so you're just going through the city talking to all the NPCs. You're like, this fucking guy again.
Yeah, he's
Could be
only
good.
and,
Yeah, you're
and
saying
he's
it
only
right time.
saying the repeated dialogue is only
a
like the
wonderful
last
time of
line
year
the
this
conversation.
season.
Guys, looking for a pit fight. Where's the pit fighter at? Could be good money, he says.
Is he all right?
Is he good? He's looking for a
That's a
pit.
great question that we do not have an answer for.
But yeah, I'll say we're all right. It was a bit of a trek to get here, but we did stop in the capital city to get some supplies.
Oh, good.
So we're hoping we'll be well equipped for what's to come.
August, you're still very echoey, my mans.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've changed everything I can. Let me try unplugging everything.
Are you on voice
blowing
activity?
in it.
Or yeah, maybe you have like some like a fan or like your breathing
We
is just
do
having
have a
it be
fan
active all
running,
the
but
time.
like I always did, and it wasn't a problem before I left and came back in.
Okay, so let's see, where were we? I get distracted so
I'm
easily.
in my home, and I believe you're in your home.
Oh, so Valef's. Oh yeah, we're pretty far now from the crossing at Potterdomus, I know. So I appreciate you coming all the way down here. We've set up. I think I heard Sani introducing you to kind of what we have in this little hideout. Yes. I wonder where. Paul Maffey, do you think it's maybe almost time that we move on to the next sort of phase of our plan here? And he thinks for a moment. He's like, I think so. Yeah, we really should.
And what would that be?
I think we've settled down here enough for now. So he addresses the group of you now. He's like, so there is another group of Myerkey that are stationed inside of the Sanguinesti region.
We're gonna get killed by them too.
So they're obviously very deep into the thick of the problem.
It's gonna be an ambush. I already know it.
And we normally try to keep contact with them every couple of weeks, but we haven't heard for a little bit longer than normal. So we need to
we're gonna get
go
ambushed.
in there, and we need to make sure that they're doing okay.
This can't possibly be good. Let's do it. Like, this can't possibly work out for us. It's a deep-seated group of covert operatives that are missing, just not heard from for weeks now. They're dead, or it's an ambush. We're dead. Yeah. How much does it pay? I guess. We'll do it for money.
Is that what Erlich is saying, or what Shab is saying?
That's what Shab's saying, because I think it's Shab's saying he'll do it for money.
Yeah, Erlock is saying we're looking for pit fighter.
Erlich is looking for pit fighter, and he hears he hears it's a fair
he's
bit
still
of money.
senile, that's right.
Yeah. But me hearing this just like, this can't be good, right? Like,
this is just the peekaboo session all over again.
This is literally we're about to, I've been taunting Vanstrom since we left, and now he's gonna kill a bunch of operatives and wait for us. That's what's happened. Yeah, let's do it. I don't care. I'm not that attached to Erlock.
Yeah. I'll say, or we'll be happy to help. We will need to know more about where we're heading. And also, Polmafi, we did talk prior about sharing spells. I have actually brought the resources to copy down spells now.
Oh, excellent. I managed to scrounge some as well.
So, but I'm sure we can come to an agreement where we can be helpful.
Yes, let me tell you a little bit more, kind of about what we're going up against here, and what we know about the vampires so far. I don't know if you knew this already, but Morytania wasn't really always such a dark and gloomy place. Long ago, the land was actually very lush and peaceful. It was ruled by a god called Zaros in the Second Age of Gillinor, before he was overthrown by Zamorak. Now, Zamorak gifted some of the land to Lord Luerniel Vergidia Draken, who is an immensely powerful vampire beyond anything that you might be able to imagine.
I've been messaging.
Now, Draken proceeded to conquer the majority of Morytania after acquiring this land, and using his magic, he was able to destroy entire forests. And from a lush, grassy field, he created the Mortmire Swamp and the gas that now haunt
Oh,
it.
he made this whole nightmare.
He cast a powerful spell to cover all of Morytania with thick clouds to block out the sun permanently. Now,
so who's Vanstrom to him? I'll ask. Who's the
oh,
guy we fought? Who's the
Vanstrom? He's kind of one of well, he's a royal vampire of the Draken line. Some cousin or something.
Okay.
And he makes it kind of his business to try to destroy the Myarchy or any other rebellions that have taken root.
I'll say he's underpaid and overused in that regard, because I feel like we're gonna see him a lot. We've been killing a lot of Myarchy lately.
Now, these events were thousands of years ago, and nowadays, Draken is still ruler of Morytania and leader of the vampires, who are currently oppressing all other inhabitants of the area, especially humans, but also like the werewolves of Canifis, for example.
Did you say thousands of years?
Mm-hmm.
Urlok will kind of turn his head, because obviously vampires are unfamiliar to him.
Now, they among many other atrocities, murders, kidnappings, disappearing, they force increasingly frequent blood tithes upon all the inhabitants of Morytania, forcing them to give up their blood or just be killed.
Have they tried
humans...
making a sovereign nation? Have they tried making a sovereign nation exiled from the vampires? Like all the people? Why can't they just leave? You know what I mean? Hold on, we got here, we're leaving and going, why can't they?
Most are not as trained and skilled and properly nourished as we are.
There's jobs out there for them. Why don't we just take them from here? Why don't we just take all the Canifis and push it somewhere else?
Well, it's not quite that easy. I wish it was. Now, the humans who live near the capital city of the vampires are raised in these horrible ghettos and bred like cattle for their blood. And the vampires are always hungry for more.
Cattle or blood?
The blood.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. We should save these people, probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, that's what we were trying to do. He takes your is there an adjective for senile, like senility?
I mean,
like he just like ignores it and answers the questions at face value.
These guys are in bad shape. We should save them, I'll say. To the party.
Now, let me tell you about the vampires a little bit. So, there's multiple different types of vampires that are out there. That range from slightly dangerous to extremely powerful beings like Draken himself. Now, at the very bottom, you've got the vampire juveniles. And these are kind of small, sort of primitive vampires, the weakest, but they're still very agile. They're short, like almost kind of like short like you. And he points at Dobson, and they tend to have a sort of hunched posture, sort of dull brownish tan skin, large bald heads, and then the usual pointed ears, sharp teeth, that kind of thing. Anyway, they're small, but they're very agile and still can be a dangerous foe. Then next up the hierarchy are the vampire juvenites. These are more humanoid looking, still with the pale skin, but shaped more like humans. They are pretty tough to take down. They seem to be able to heal some of their own wounds. And notably, when they seem like they would be about to give out. They can turn into a magical mist of some kind. So
Can you bottle it?
transmorphing their bodies
Can
into
you
a
bottle
mist. I've never. I've never succeeded in capturing the mist.
Have you?
They're able to move it freely. It doesn't just move with the wind. They control.
Yeah.
They
Can you?
control it.
But you can't. Have you? But you've seen this mist before.
Oh yeah.
This seems like a great trick. I would love to try to bottle that mist.
Well, you're welcome to try it if you.
You will be careful. or You'll miss your chance.
Mm-hmm. The bottleneck on the bottleneck on that.
I get
joke
it.
It's very narrow.
Perhaps we should
Now the,
allow him to finish the recollection.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. So the mist can be destroyed with magic, but any of your weapons will just go right through it.
Does it destroy the vampire too when you destroy the mist?
Once you damage it with some magic, they will actually change back into their human shape. And then they'll be dead.
Interesting.
Now further up the line are the Virewatch. These mostly stick around Meyerditch and the rest of the Sanguinesti region. These are flying vampires that are extremely powerful. They have some strange ability that I do not yet understand, which seems to let them dodge almost any attack very easily. We don't know a way to reliably kill them. Most of the more powerful vampires pretty closely resemble these, but have additional strengths such as the ability to charm creatures or use magic. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of vampires.
He looks at Dobson, who's probably still like
frantically writing notes,
frantically scribbling. He's like, "Did you get all that?"
Yes.
Could be good money.
Now, one thing that I forgot to mention. One thing that we have noticed is that most vampires seem to be resistant to weapons other than those that have been silvered.
I'll hold up my
Something to keep in
Kopesh.
mind.
And
Is
I'll
that the
say-
silvered one?
Yeah, I literally got it silvered in Varrock.
Oh, excellent. Good thinking.
Someone mentioned that creatures out here were more susceptible to a silvered edge. So I went ahead and proactively prepared for that.
Fantastic.
I'll give it a swing in the air.
I
And
also
you'll
have a
just-
silver dagger, but they tend to be hurt by magic quite effectively.
I see.
You'll see the words pit fighter come across the camel's mouth as he swings his blade in the air. No, I won't say it. I'm just gonna mouth the words pit fighter as I swing.
How do we fix Urlock?
There's a week of fighting in the
Gotta
city.
get him to spend an
Pro-
ASI on intelligence or something to make him not big dum-dum. Or would that be charisma?
It's gonna be a feat called pit fighting.
Give him keen mind.
He becomes the pit fighter.
Tavern brawler.
Yeah,
Take
there
a
we
tavern
go.
brawler feat.
No
It
one
will
ever-
complement your low strength build.
I think it would actually. It'd be decent. We get the grapple bonus and all that, right? Maybe I take.
What is
maybe
it?
I take it.
D4 unarmed attacks, and like bonus action grappling when you make a melee weapon.
Yeah, they get the grapple bonus. Could we change the name to pit fighter?
If you want to take that, yes, I would let you change the name of it.
We'll mull it over. We got some
Yeah,
time
okay.
to level it. Yeah, we'll consider it for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you have an obligation to not allow Urlok to take Tavern fucking Brawler.
Why should I stop him from taking Tavern Brawler with his 7
I
strength
think
camel?
Tavern Brawler
I
is
think
not
Zephyrus-
good.
I think Zephyrus isn't worried about you suggesting I not take it. He's worried about you enabling me taking it.
I can't stop him from taking a specific feat unless I think it
and
it's
then
not balanced,
renaming it into something
pretty
that's
much they all
more
are.
immediate.
Listen, GM, even on an optimized
Yeah,
build,
what's
Tavern
up?
Brawler isn't good.
You know what Pathfinder has?
Pit fighting.
A
Oh
pit
my
fighter
God.
class.
Pit fighting class.
God, fucking course it
We're
does.
doing Pathfinder now.
Can
You know what? You know
can I
what else
play a Pit
Pathfinder
fighter
has?
just to do skill challenges?
There's an entire pit fighter sphere of power.
I believe it.
That sounds fun, actually.
Actually, that would be Spheres of Might.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Spheres of power is magic. Spheres of fight is physical. Or martial, or whatever.
Okay.
I'm losing energy here tonight, boys. It's getting late. I can feel it.
Yeah, so let's
do we wanna
close up
do-
this RP really quick. So Valiath will, after a few moments of quiet, like, do you have any questions about all that information? I know that was a lot.
No, it makes sense. I think what we fought with a juvenile on the river itself, based on the
Sure,
description.
Short one.
Yeah, short, balding.
That'll be it.
Yeah, but no, we are armed to deal with the creatures. So again, we'll be happy to help. And even if that means going to the vampire city to check on the other hierarchy, I think that can be arranged.
Yes,
Sure.
and quite frankly, I think that the 4 of you are very well equipped compared to the rest of the hierarchy here that we have.
You're just saying.
You seem
that.
to have a variety of abilities that would be useful resources in this kind of stuff. And I wouldn't ask you to do something like this if I didn't think that you were capable of it.
Said the desperate man to the first travelers to cross up by them.
So let's do our 3 favorites.
Isn't
Close
this
out
the
for the night.
person that had no hope in us returning initially? And
No.
okay. Well, here we are. I'll do it for money.
I can go first because my stomach is killing me.
Yeah, I'm about to poop my pants. So you go
Yeah,
first.
we're sharing, so we can take turns.
Love
Yeah.
that.
If we synchronize our flushes, our poops will have a friend into the ocean.
Okay, yeah.
Think about
let's do
it.
that.
Every time that you use a toilet, you connect your butthole to a
Network
vast
of buttholes.
interconnected network of other buttholes.
And all your poops are traveling into the great beyond together.
All right. Anyway.
You know what? You said think about it. I can't stop thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah.
you're
Really,
welcome.
sure.
It's been years since I've thought about anything besides the poop highway, the poop highway,
The poop highway.
the great poop highway.
I like that no one had faith in us returning.
Right?
Specifically
What
that,
was that, dude?
we
She's
get
like,
back and are like, oh shit,
give
you
us
guys
a
are here.
couple weeks
So,
to do the thing you
okay,
asked.
maybe
We were
I
gone
just
for a week and they claimed us dead.
We
maybe I
spent
just
3
didn't
other
RP
people-
that well, but that was more like a I'm glad you're here than
I'm
I can't
sure
I'm
she's
surprised that you are here.
I'm sure she's glad, but damn, there was no hope in that voice. Oh, you came back. We sent other people to do
Oh,
the thing
you
we asked.
aren't dead.
I'm not
Congrats.
a professional actor. Jeez.
I mean, professional.
I'm just a nerd.
I like that Dermo doesn't smell like shit. That's pretty cool.
That was gonna
Is
be
that
my
your
highlight.
favorite?
A few
Yes.
people enjoy that for some reason, but Dermo doesn't care. He's just doing it because people complained. It's like an HR meeting. You're like, fine, I'll do it. And then, let's see, another player. I mean, I like the plan to steal the Declaration of Independence, but
Yeah, man, what a whack fucking. What
I
was
technically
that
wasn't
shit?
there, but I do love the
What
concept.
was that? That was the most thought out nonsense hot garbage I've ever heard in my life.
I was about to
I
be
love
the
it.
most like we were gonna be arrested, and I'd have to place you guys in jail.
We've been in the city for 30 minutes. You just got scolded by a fucking captain of the King's Guard about some behavior, and you leave and you're like, we should steal the Declaration of Independence and make a shrine and worship
Yeah,
our
he's
god.
like, I don't trust you guys. We're gonna keep an eye on you, and you're like, let's go rob the museum.
You're absolutely so fucking crazy. I
love
love
it.
it. And Erlich wasn't like, yeah, good idea, but what if we did this instead?
Okay, good. Like let's put a pin in that.
like,
What else?
like, you guys are like, man, Erlich's the crazy old man, but Erlich's just like, I need a mental break from this the insane generation following us. Steal from a museum in the capital city of. Are you mad?
All right, that was all for me. I'm gonna go
Yeah, no,
cry.
that was pretty good. I'll go next. So my player highlight was gonna be Pampered Dermo, Permo, if you will, because I like to imagine he got his hair done like a perm. I think that the best thing the party did was obviously the Myrcute interaction at the end there when they were all just like clearly Erlock is not sure why we're here. This week of travel is gonna miss on him. And he is still in Varrock looking for a pit fighter apparently. But that was, I'm always gonna love being dementia Erlock, but something the party did, that was it, and then something that the DM did was, I mean, really put up with crazy Erlock. But I think that my favorite thing was doing the Varrock stuff, managing us both parties, I guess, kind of splitting the parties tough. I know that as a DM, splitting the parties always kind of tricky for time, so I like that he was able to do that and get us out of the city and moving. So usually eats up a whole session when you split up in a city.
Yeah, it can. Try to make it fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good 50% of the sessions.
Yeah, I mean, there is only 4 of us. Like in a bigger party, it would probably eat up the entire session. But splitting the party in the city is
Another
pretty
reason to like
way.
parties of 4.
Yeah, I agree. That's my highlights. I'm gonna go poop.
Cool. I'll go next. Favorite thing I did. Come up with a plan from point A to point B of how to commit grand theft against the
What
crown.
do you mean from point A to B? Your points were literally steal the artifacts, put them in a museum of our own. It's like that's not a plan.
I like how hyped you were until you heard the end of the plan, and you're like, actually, maybe not.
It's like when a toddler comes to you with some ridiculous idea. You gotta match the energy so that they know you're serious, and then you just de-escalate. Right? Like I didn't want to steal from the museum, but I was here for the energy you were given.
Yeah. So something else someone did was senile Erlock. That was a wild ride. GM, we already have a wisdom warlock, and we have an intelligence bard. I would like to become an intelligence cleric to cure Erlock of whatever the fuck's going on.
Say constitution wizard.
No, but I'm already a constitution wizard. What are you talking about?
I know, exactly.
But yeah, what a wild ride. Yeah, it definitely invoked emotions in me as a player.
That's what we go. That's what we go for here. We make your players feel something.
Oh, I was feeling something the whole time.
This old man is making me lose my cool.
And yeah, something the GM did. I think you handled downtime pretty nicely. I like the dividing it into days, even though it's supposed to be a week, to make it seem like we could do something without spending forever in one spot. So yeah, the downtime felt good to do.
Deleting some of these drawings because there's too many now. We don't need all of these.
I can go next if you're done.
Mhm.
Okay. Everything the GM did. I think the downtime's already been touched on enough, so I'm gonna go with the abandoned shack random event that showed up in the swamp.
Hell yeah.
It was nice to
Hey.
have something that was just like totally
did-
different from everything else.
That also occupied all of like literally 8 seconds
Yeah,
of the session. It's like you find a shack, nothing happens.
but like
Next.
from a fictional perspective, we're out in the swamp for a month trying to get back to Bergderot.
Eventually, you're gonna find a shitty old building.
And you
right?
know, like from the player or the PC perspective, it's like, oh, we have someplace decent to sleep tonight. That's a nice little highlight in the swamp.
Okay.
My favorite thing that another player did was it gotta be Cephalos's plan. To
So
set up
good.
a town
So
Steal the
good.
Declaration of
Steal it.
Independence.
Just
of
like
course.
every
Fucking Pepe Sylvian nonsense.
how quickly that
Yeah.
plan came together was astonishing to me.
It went from one bad idea to 2 terrible ideas. So quick.
And at first I was like, no, that's not that. And then
You've never lost a whole party so fast on one idea. You had us all at the very beginning, and you lost us all so dramatically.
I would say I went in kind of like the reverse as a player. Like when
You were committed at the end. You wanted to do it at the end.
like, just as like when he first said it, like let's go steal something out of the museum. I was like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah, literally how
And
I
then
felt.
And then he laid out the plan, and I was like, you know, he's out of line, but he's right. That could work.
I mean, Erluck thinks they're fine there, and that we're gonna find lots more just doing stuff out in the world. It's a terrible idea. I love it. It was the
my,
best.
yeah. And then my favorite thing that I did was apparently becoming the in-world, like in-game note taker.
Anything on creatures, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So those are my 3.
How the heck do you draw a polygon with the drawing tools and then tell it when you want to stop drawing the polygon? Do you have to make it enclosed?
Oh goodness, I don't know.
For Foundry?
How do you like? I can't stop drawing without deleting the whole line.
Can you right-click? Does
That removes the previous line.
Oh.
Middle
Yeah,
click does nothing.
Are you
don't
holding
really-
shift?
Shift click doesn't do anything. Control click doesn't do anything. Alt click doesn't do anything.
Hmm.
How the heck do you stop drawing?
You don't.
You just can't.
Let's say you gotta hold your
Okay,
left
I'm just gonna
click.
freehand it. Screw this.
Say hold your left click and then hit the Alt key and then press F4.
No.
Okay, well, you're clever. I think that's all our recaps except for yours, dear.
Freehanding it. There we go. There it is. That's where you guys went. Okay. Recap. Let's see. I liked the together the thing that we did where we're like, oh, like Zephylos, you're getting the shit beat out of you, and then just like Dermo is just like, and his nails done.
The junk's
Or Luck
position.
is like stabbing some or slashing somebody with his Kopash. Dermo's like petting a cat.
Right, the flashback. That's good.
Yep. Something that I did. I don't know. What did I do? I guess I did an okay job of getting everybody's downtime things
You did a great job with
solved in
Fred
a
Black
concise
guy.
enough way.
Fred Black
and-
guy or whatever.
Black-eyed Fred.
Yeah, you did a great job with it.
Yeah.
And his buddy Blue Arm or whatever we ended up calling.
Yeah. And then something that one person did. Oh, Dobson just with the notes every time somebody gives some exposition or some monologue about something important, especially if it's to do with a creature, like an animal or humanoid. Just like, oh,
I imagine he pulls out a book as big as himself to write.
He could.
It's like in a dimensional book bag, so it it doesn't look weird.
Mm-hmm.
GG boys.
All right. Well, I have to head out, but you
As I
guys.
say, if I had more energy, I'd be down to play more. But I am like beat for
Oh
this
no,
week.
we're out of time. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Later.